What is up? Matt Pratt here. Yes, in the flesh. I know it's been a really long time. Sorry about that. I've been busy. I've been good busy. Real quick, as you guys know, COVID did not treat the body shop business too well, so I had to make some changes, good changes, and I had to really just focus on one thing for a little bit, but we're good. I'm starting to get my old schedule back and everything, starting to get back into the hang of editing. And one of the first videos that I jumped on was the 2020 Supra HKS wide body series. Some of you guys know that car is already on the road, but I have the video of it somewhat finishing it up. So where did we leave off on the last Supra video? I think we left off with mounting and fitting up the body kit, and I think we even took it for a little bit of a bump and run just in my driveway, just to make sure there wasn't any major rubbing issues. So this video is starting off with a little bit of last minute prep, last minute fitment, and then we're taking it all apart and going to paint. So let's get into it. Alright, we are all loaded up. I got all these little parts in this car. Take them to work and shoot them. Over at my job, it's a Saturday, no one's there. I'd rather just, take my time and set them all up. They have more stands and everything. The booth is gonna be, should be cleaner than it would be at home. Got everything set up pretty good. This is a pretty good booth load for now, and I'm gonna get to spraying on this stuff. While this stuff is drying, I'm gonna start prepping out the other stuff because they need a little bit more work, and then I'm gonna have to run another booth load. I wish I could do it all at once, but I really just don't feel like cramming them all in here. Paint coat here, G04. We got Toyota's black metallic. The funny thing is that they named the color black metallic, but it's the same exact paint coat as a BMW paint coat. So pretty much it gets BMW black, just like all the other BMWs. They just gave it a different paint coat and a different name. First coat of clear. Forgot to put on my paint suit. Looks really good, but I do got a couple pieces of dirt in it. A couple more pieces than I expected. Honestly, I probably could have got a paint job just clean at my house. So it is what it is. We'll just have to do a little bit of wet sand and buffing. But the clear laid out really, really well. Everything looks really good. Unfortunately, let me get out of here. I don't have enough clear to spray the rest of the parts today. I really wanted to get 2 booth loads in, but it's kind of close to the end of the month, and we really run our materials really tight towards the end of the month, and we haven't ordered a lot of clear, and I just squeaked by with the amount of clear that I had. So I gotta leave some for Monday when we order more materials. So I'm probably gonna be painting these maybe like Tuesday or Wednesday when I know we're good to get us through the week. So, but anyways, these look good. I'm not even gonna bake these. I'm actually gonna let them air dry. If I let the clear air dry, there's a less chance that it's gonna pinch up, and the way it flowed out is the way it could stay as it slowly dries. So let's get this booth turned off and let's get out of here. All right, we're on the next weekend. We're gonna go up in the shop again on a Saturday. Need to finish all these parts up. Had a little bit of an issue with the parts that I sprayed last Saturday. We're gonna check them out and I'll show you what happened. Nothing major. Super clean Prelude. I had to paint the rear end of this thing, repair some rust. This thing is one owner. Of course, you guys know this thing. I'm gonna get a good video of this one day, just wait. Got a lot done in there. I got those pieces, the rocker, another rocker. I just wanna show you guys something that's so aggravating. I'm gonna do the wing. Gotta redo these. I'll explain why, it's so stupid. So yeah, I painted these. You guys remember how I painted them. I was really focused on getting this edge really good, because when you pop the hood, you see it. So I had them positioned a certain way. And of course I get in there and not paying attention. It's hard to see, but this entire edge is a light edge. You can literally see the primer through it. I can't believe that. I'm gonna get them all sanded down. They were a little dirty anyway, and scuffed up. I'm putting them back in the booth. And this time I'm gonna position them to where I can see this edge better, because I had it sitting like this. purposely leaving them on top of my red car just because it forces me to get his car done before I drive my car. Alright, so what I did earlier was I cleaned up this edge. You can kind of see it. This is a seam sealer that's on there. So, you know, we cut the quarter panel, cut it a certain way that the inner quarter panel we could attach to our newly cut quarter panel. And we did that with a couple tack welds, probably one every inch or so. I don't want to do too many welds because it'll make it look real wavy and ugly. The next thing I did was kind of a key thing is I used panel bond to go over the edge to kind of like glue together, helps seal this whole thing up. And then what I did is I sanded the panel bond down and then I put this nice thin layer of seam sealer on here, and this is going to help seal it out more, and this obviously looks a lot better. It's a lot easier to smooth out and shape. And now what we're going to do is we're actually going to paint it. Miller already went in here and started undercoating in here. Now I think I'm going to undercoat this edge too. I could do a couple things. I could paint it, you know, and so on, but it's got to be able to take abuse. This is an edge here that's going to be underneath the quarter panel, underneath the wide body, so all kinds of rocks are going to be flying up, and I want it durable. I want it kind of rubbery, so we're going to actually undercoat the edge all the way around. It'll clean up, make it look better, give it a little bit of protection, and it's a lot easier and quicker to do. We can just tape the whole car up and just spray bomb it. And it looks so much better. Nothing crazy. You can see I got these little rubber nutserts. These things are awesome because, you know, you don't use a machine to keep them in there. You kind of just push them in there, and as you screw the bolt in there, it clamps, you know, your hole, and it seals it pretty good. But I am still going to take a little paintbrush and protective, like self-etching primer or something like that, kind of go around the edge in there, and then I'll shove these in there, so just added corrosion protection. Some Glazerits epoxy primer. And I'm actually going to take it here. I'm going to do this with the camera. Just get it around the edge of it. Alright, so we got the door piece on, got the quarter piece on. This actually goes down here, fits kind of like that, if you guys can check that out. We were deciding what we wanted to do with it. We didn't know if we wanted it gloss black or satin like this, so I didn't paint it exactly yet. But honestly, kind of looking at it, I think gloss black would be best. Before we get to working on the front, I gotta put a tire on this thing. And I'm not gonna tease you guys and wait till the very end of this video before we can see some wheels and tires on this thing. This thing needs wheels and tires like now. So let's bolt them on there so we can see what it looks like. I don't care. I want to see what it looks like now. I gotta see what this thing looks like lower. Oh, God. All right, that looks ridiculous. This thing is gonna look nuts. Alright, let's get back to it. Alright, so I wanted to put on this panel next, which actually goes right here over the fender. Apparently, can't get that on with the lift either. So, So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this hood panel on, which is over there, and then we'll put this bumper panel on, and then we'll start on the other side, do the same thing. I guess when we get it off the lift, that's when we'll do the lower part. This thing looks really good. Just seeing just a little hint of the purple bolts. I really like that. We got plans to take the calipers, get them powder coated, maybe a purple to match all the purple that's on here. Possibly do like a purplish teal, because like a little fade maybe, because you see some of these bolts, you know, got like a green to it. I don't know, something different, trying to be a little creative and match the theme here, but not be too tacky, you know. Going to be a lot of this last minute fitting up. The hole that mounts this piece to the bumper, we kind of, after fitting it over and over again, egged it out a little bit, so I filled it completely back in. And now, since I've had it lined up once before, I can get it lined up again. My line looking good. It's touching here, but that's okay. We're going to put a little rubber piece in here. It should fit the same afterwards. We'll see. Famous last words. These holes that Lewis did, they look really good in factory for the parking sensors. You can see he made that pretty factory looking in there, which is awesome. And then undercoated the whole underside of it. Drill this out. I think I'm going to put some the same nut certs in there, so we can slide this back and forth and adjust it where we want it. And we'll have to figure out a way to jack the other end up so I can get under there. Hey, let me get a picture real quick. Woo!
Gotta get this guy out of here. That guy looks like a bad guy right there.
All right, we actually do have some clearance there, believe it or not. Oh my God. Oh my God.
It got better, right?
Now the next step, we can make it down the driveway. You're good.
Any one of my friends ever who've been that easy at saying you're good, it's never been good.
It's not that bad of a slope all the way down here.
I'm feeling much better as I approach.
Yeah.
I feel like I feel like I should have known.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh my God. Dude, you couldn't get a piece of paper underneath that thing.
I haven't heard it scrape yet.
Oh my God.
Well, I love it. I love it. Let's go get some gas before I run out.
All right. And that is it for this video, but not for the series. We got a lot of things planned for this car, including washing it. I know it was dirty as hell. Miller was just so pumped to drive it. He hasn't driven it in months, so he just took it and went with it. Anyways, we do have a lot of things we want to add to the car, ideas and so on. So make sure you stay tuned into this series. It's not going away. I don't think he's ever going to sell that car. And for me, I have accomplished a lot of things in the past couple months. And the best part is I've documented everything. It might be something you guys might be interested in and so on. I'll tell you what, I've definitely upgraded from this little shop in my backyard. I had no choice. But the cool part is I've filmed all of it and I'm putting together a video for you guys right now, including other videos that I haven't had a chance to edit. Is all coming together and soon coming to you guys. So make sure you guys subscribe if you guys want to keep up with all that. Also, stop watching me and go work on something of your own, and I'll see y'all later.